you believe that? That Facebook group just keeps growing like a weed. We are here at Grandpa's of Dania Beach, longtime institution that has new twists in the last year, New York style bagel and deli. And I am proud to and just really glad to be joined by co-owner, fellow Brooklynite, right? You were
Yes,
born
I
in
am.
Brooklyn, Mark Freed.
Born and raised.
Welcome
Canarsie.
to the Lunchbox. I know your partner, Mark Goldberg, was on previously when we did a radio broadcast from here.
Mhm.
But welcome to the show.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
With these two good guys ready to eat some good food eventually.
And it looks like business is doing bang up. We couldn't find a parking spot. The Defo, I think he might have gotten towed. He had to find his own spot and kind
I
of
figured I'd
jam
park
between.
right in front of Jackson's, Mr. Jackson's spot there and see what I could get away with. I have to say right away, the Knish brought me back to my early roots in
Your
Brooklyn.
roots, yeah.
Sensational. And you guys make these here, which is fantastic. The filling in the potato Knish is extraordinary. And I know Mike Mayo, he went for a little more exotic, the
spinach and feta.
Yeah,
Knish.
and
Excellent.
feta.
I thought I had a kasha.
That's my mom's favorite.
That's what I thought it was.
On Monday for Rosh Hashanah, my family will be ordering some takeout catering platters from Grandpa's, and I just want to let all the people out there know that if you are looking for a place for Rosh Hashanah catering platters, brisket, turkey, matzo ball soup, they got the greatest rugelach here. They got chopped liver. They have a full sheet where you could come in or call up and just place your orders, pick them up either earlier in the day Sunday before the holiday begins. I'll be coming. Are you all open on Monday, Tuesday?
We open 365 a year.
Okay, so for those who like me, I'm going to be getting a bunch of stuff for family coming over to my house on Monday afternoon after the show.
I'm waiting for an invite. I didn't get my invite.
Come on
yet.
over. You can meet my mom. She's thrilled to meet
I hear
somebody.
all good about your mom.
Do you make the Knishes in miniature for Mike Mayo so you can
No,
feel
he
like you
can
went
cut.
back
We
to
can
his
cut
bar
him in
mitzvah?
4 for him. No,
Okay, yeah.
he can spread the table. Don't worry.
So tell me about your background. I probably was going to one of your Bialy where you first worked, right?
Yep.
Tell me how you got into this whole business.
Yeah, I worked at Canarsie, and I worked in a Bialy store on Flatlands Avenue.
That was Bell Bialy, right?
Bialy's.
And they had a factory on Foster Avenue. Now they've moved.
That was after.
That was after. Yeah. Okay. And
then they took on bagels. So my brother was the bagel baker. I was working the front. They had Bialy's going on, bagels going on. It was a busy place. So it was fun.
And then what happened from there for you?
Then I got out of this business, went into technical schools, and got into computers and worked at Methodist Hospital in Park Slope.
Really? But then you got back into the business, right?
And then I had to get back into the real world that I love, and this is what I love.
So, a lot of people say, "Oh, delis are a dying breed," and where do you find good deli? I tell them, you come here and you get these fresh baked, bagels in house. It's seems like New York. They're chewy and hefty, and they got that
Great
good
stuff.
crunch on the outside.
Yeah.
What do you? Tell us how you came to get this property and what it's been like doing from what to what it is now.
Well, my partner Mark Goldberg, who's out in the Hamptons, has multiple stores out there. He's been coming to this place forever, and then eventually saw it close up, and he pursued it, and we made an offer, and she made us wait, and we made another offer, and she took it, and here we are.
Here we are.
A year later since we opened.
And what's the reaction been amongst the local? It was kind of an all-day diner, and they'd have dinners with the pot roast meatloaf and things like that. But
I think it changed a lot. I mean, the place is a little more up to today's date.
Oh yeah,
you renovated the whole place, and it's
interior looks fabulous.
And
it
seems like we're drawing from a little further out than I think they used to draw. But they were a very busy store, and they did business. So we loved the location. We were able to buy the property and own it. So here we are. At least we don't have to deal with a landlord anymore, which is a nice thing.
It's nice life. When you own the building.
Yeah.
So now you've been here. It opened up, I think it was August of 21. Is that
August
right?
11th.
So you celebrated your first anniversary.
Yep.
And when people come in here, what should they get?
Are you in the mood for breakfast? You're in the mood for lunch? And, between them is, on the table, I know we made
quite an assortment.
Benedict.
Yeah.
I made
your hash browns and home fries here are excellent.
Yeah,
I
we
love
make everything
in here.
from scratch. They're really nice. We have homemade matzo ball soup. We have homemade knishes. Our bagels are as good as mine in New York. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
My
What
partner,
about
I give
that-
my partner credit because he knows something in that recipe that gives us that New York bagel. So
Sure, Mike has written about it many times. That whole myth that you couldn't make a good bagel here in South Florida because
Right.
of the water.
not true.
There's nothing
Not
to
true.
it. Huh? It's a
No,
hoax.
It's a hoax.
It's a hoax. All right.
I don't know. You're looking at the
Yeah,
proof pudding
fantastic.
right
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
I love
absolutely
this. I was
great.
Now
tearing
look-
this
Look at
sesame
these
one up.
seeds.
Yeah. Here, hold it up to the camera.
We hand dip every
Double
bagel.
sided, the proper way, not chintzy here.
Like
They're going to
delicious.
get all your all the exterior coatings and this Nova platter.
Now, how are you doing yours
outstanding.
up there, Mike Mayo? Because I saw you were very scientific in the way you approached this.
Well, again, I don't have a full half bagel, but I
Yeah.
do a little schmear.
He's got a lot of.
does he
this
have the
guy
technique,
Now,
this Mayo?
He's unlimited.
I like so. This is my technique. Some
Oh,
people put the
capers, yeah.
capers on top of the blocks, but then it could fall off.
Oh,
If
is
you
it proper to
embed the
grab it with your
capers
fingers,
into the
or
cream
are
cheese,
you just doing that for demonstration?
just doing that for
purposes?
demonstration.
All right.
these tomatoes, I don't know where you got them. I don't know if they're Jersey.
Oh, look
they
at
look
you, man. You
absolutely
went all
luscious.
in. Okay.
I'm
What about a
gonna-
whole onion? Would you
Oh,
throw the
God,
whole
that's a
onion
good
on there?
tomato.
I'm going to pass on the onions for a minute.
I'm going to pass
Yeah.
for your sake and your sake.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm going to pass on
Go
the
right
onion.
to the Nova.
But
Just like
the
Mom
Nova-
would do, right?
And the Nova, we said earlier, it looks like Paul Sorvino cut
It's
that
like
up in
butter.
that scene in
So,
Goodfellas.
I
Yeah.
got my cream
Very
cheese,
nice.
my capers, my tomato, and then my Nova on top. And I'm just
There we
gonna
go. Mike Mayo.
There it is.
And this is the Mike Mayo. He failed the weight loss challenge. He's like a Don King fighter. He came
One
in
bite.
6 pounds over. But that was one bite he did.
Maybe they'll throw you and I into mud wrestling. What do you think, Mike?
I'm ready.
He's ready to
Give
take
me
on
some.
Joey Chestnut the way that he performs at these remotes. It's amazing.
One bite. Take that, David Portnoy.
That was good, man. Now, how's what would you rate the whole flavor sensation? that
I
you
mean,
put together here?
there's only one Nova to buy, and that's
Yeah.
Acme.
Acme from
Acme's
Brooklyn.
the best.
Smokehouse. A lot
You
of
know.
the premium places. It's the only one to buy, and it's a.
He
It's-
rarely endorses anything named Acme. I mean, including the Oyster House in New Orleans.
No, the New Orleans Oyster
Yeah.
House is fine,
No.
and Acme Smokehouse in Brooklyn. They have the finest purveyor of smoked fish.
Yeah. And they're out
And-
here now. You know,
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff out here now.
Oh, yeah,
They have
yeah, yeah.
Factories out here.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize they're
Yeah.
distributing nationwide. But to break the fast for Yom Kippur, and I think Yom Kippur is what October 4th, and
Yeah, it's
then
about
you
a
break
week
the
and a half
fast
away.
on the evening of the 5th, and
Right.
basically. There's no better way to break a fast than to get all this great appetizing, the bagels, the cream cheese,
Right.
the egg salad, the whitefish salad, all these things. How do people go
It'd be
about
worth breaking out of jail for. What are you talking about breaking a fast just to come here and eat one meal? It's fantastic what
Yeah.
you're putting out here.
So,
Really,
I mean,
really good.
we do have Clive Douglas, who was with Sage for 20,
Sage Deli in
20 plus
Hallandale.
years in Hallandale.
Clive is a legend in the
and
local.
Can you
he's-
sell the racing form here? That would
So
be
if-
the only
if
other
you-
thing.
So if you don't know who Clive is out of Sage, he's now here at Grandpa's, and he's just wonderful guy. He's a manager, so
No, Clive is
he'll take your order and do a great job.
Clive is great. Dee is great. The whole staff here is ready to take care of you. I assume now this time of year, again, the business on the weekends is pretty
Powerful.
slamming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty
So
good.
if you come on a Sunday morning, sometimes you got to be a little patient when you come into a bagel.
Just look for
breakfast
me.
joint.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
Be worth the wait. Yeah, for sure.
But we love coming. Again, I'm biased because I live around the corner. And I was so excited when I heard about you guys opening it up, reopening Grandpa's.
Yeah, we're very lucky to have Mike Mayo in the neighborhood. Let me tell you.
You
well,
could stay
hey.
in business just off him since you own the building. Yeah.
And my mother, she's, God bless her, she's going to be 90.
Wow.
She grew up in Brooklyn on Brighton Beach, actually born in the Bronx. I don't hold it against you, Mom, but her favorite thing, one of her staples every week, I have to come in here and get a couple of bagels with the lox cream cheese, and that's her lunch 2 days a week.
I
She
need her to live to about 150.
I love
Yeah.
this gentleman over here who has the omelet on a bagel. I mean,
Yes.
that is really styling. And when that came out of the kitchen, it looked so spectacular.
get, a
we had
Bobo?
to ask what it was.
lifelong. Yeah. Yeah. Outstanding. Okay, we have
You'll
a
have to
customer
translate, yeah.
lifelong resident. He's started coming in here
Thank
and
you.
he's loving the food. He's loving the service. And what's
Beautiful.
not to love, Mark Fried?
He's
Mazel
got a
tov.
nice corner spot.
He's
I
got
like
a corner
that spot.
And look at him. He looks like he's ready to take me on. We can have an eating competition.
Get that mud in. I could get
as
that mud in
close as I've
soon.
seen to the ability to consume a giant sandwich in one bite. That gentleman over there.
Those
that
are, we
was great.
call those like bobos. They're
Yeah.
like bacon, eggs,
Yeah.
and home fries or hash browns on it, and
Throw it all in one
It's just
fell
it's
swoop and just
massive.
take it down.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's a beautiful thing. I'm going to dig into the eggs Benedict next and
They're waiting.
save the. Is that a combo sandwich or is it straight up corned beef? I can't.
Looks just like corned beef.
It's
but
straight
I
up
call
corned
them
beef.
combos.
Beautiful deli roll.
Rolled perfect.
And you
yeah.
use the Carnegie Deli
Carnegie
brand,
Deli
which
brand,
is
the best.
now made. There is no more Carnegie Deli anymore in New York, but the brand lives on through their meats and the recipes. And
They just closed the retail store and they
Yeah.
continue to sell it, and they keep everybody pretty distanced apart so that be a little bit more special, a little more
Yeah, yeah.
itemized.
yeah,
So it's
it can make
nice.
it a rarity. So not every place up and down the
Yep.
block has the Carnegie brand. It's good stuff. I last month for Sandwich Month, I ate 51 different sandwiches.
Oh my god! I
so-
saw
most
that.
at one
I
sitting.
watch you
At
guys.
one
Don't worry.
sitting.
I don't just
Yeah.
sit with you guys. I
Oh,
watch
man.
you
Most
guys.
of them I did it on the air, much to the chagrin of
It
Defo
got a little
over here,
ugly.
'cause
It
it was
really
kind of
did. Yeah,
disgusting.
it
But
was ugly.
It's a miracle you made it.
one of my favorite sandwiches of the entire month was the combo pastrami corned beef
Yeah.
from Grandpa's.
It got to be like the clubbing of seals, though. Like if you enjoy watching a person torture themselves.
Oh
And
no, this was
he's doing this
this
while
was
he's
not
telling us he's going to lose.
torture with a smile. Look.
Yeah, yeah. He's
it
telling us he's
wasn't
going to lose
torture.
10
It
pounds
was
in the
pure
process.
delight.
Yeah,
it wasn't delightful for my
Yeah.
cardiologist or but
Well, you
GI
keep
type.
everybody in business.
He stepped on the scale today at his cardiologist's office, and the guy gave him a standing 8 count.
And I thought he looked a little svelte, so I gave him another big sandwich.
Just dress better, buy bigger clothes,
Yeah,
wear black,
yeah.
and you're all
He was
set.
still hitting on the hot chicks. I got to give it to him.
He's got a lot. He's got a gift to give. He's a natural. I told you
Nothing
that.
deters me. You know the Brooklyn boys. We
He's got
have
natural.
we've got the little bit of yeah, that's right. We try to work our way through any situation. Hey, Mark, I really appreciate you
Hey,
coming.
thanks so much for
It's
having
been a
us out
pleasure. I hope to
today,
see everybody out
feeding
there.
us. If people want to order platters for Rosh Hashanah
Yom
coming
Kippur.
up Sunday or Yom Kippur, what's the best way
You
to
can
go about?
ask, just call on the phone or come in and see Clive or see myself, Mark,
Okay.
and we'll write him personally, and you'll get
Do you
to
do
know us.
delivery at all, or
Not
for-
on the holidays. It's
not
just
on the
too
holidays?
difficult,
That you got to come in
you
and
know.
get it yourself.
But we
But
do deliver for
during-
certain situations.
For throughout the year, let's say if if somebody passes and there's a shiva call, you put
Yeah.
together shiva platters
Yeah.
and all that. Okay, great.
That's good to know. I'll inform the people at the Deadpool about that.
No, inform my relatives because if I keep eating like this, it's
No, this Kanish is
no, it's
outstanding.
great.
Man. It's
This
the
is-
best I've had.
and I
Unbelievable.
consider this
Throwback. It's a throwback.
Smorgasbord
throwback,
we got
Mayo.
here.
It's a throwback.
it's throwback, and it's if you have this nice beautiful,
presentation too. I mean,
the
really
smoked
unbelievable.
fish, it is a throwback.
Great
It
Come,
brings me
come
back
in and
to my
try it, and I'll sample a couple of things at your table. Just tell them you were on Mike Mayo's show, and
yeah.
see
Mention the
what we got.
lunchbox and
The
again,
lunchbox. That's what I
and
meant.
again,
You got a free
Grandpa's
souvenir glass. Yeah.
17 Southwest First Street in Dania Beach. You can't miss it. It's just south of Dania Beach Boulevard,
Yeah.
off to the side,
Block
right
away
near
from Jackson's.
Jackson's, and an institution. Grandpa's have been here since '57, and now the bagel bakery and deli since 2021. A proud tradition in Dania,
Yeah.
and very, very happy to
Yeah,
have you
great.
here. And
And we'll have
thanks.
the hollers. We'll have everything. Hollers,
Holla!
babkas.
Mickey
We'll have
Mantle,
everything
chop
for you
liver.
guys.
Hey, so
52 homers and 56.
All right, I think it's
Mickey
time
Mantle.
to eat, right?
Yeah.
it's
Lunchbox,
time to
guys.
eat
Great.
our last
Yeah.
break, and we'll be back after Louise on the Lunchbox.
Have a great day, guys.
Thanks.
You like pizza? Who doesn't like pizza? Well, my spot for pizza is the Pizza Spot. It's in that little bit hard to find Riverside Park neighborhood of Fort Lauderdale, but it's totally easy to love. It's at 601 Southwest 12th Avenue, New Haven style. A pizza from Wade and Reese. It's a lovely outdoor spot. You could also pick up pies to go at 754-779-7788, 754-779-7788. Again, they're open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner. Some of the best pizza I've ever had. Go to Pizza Spot. They also have subs, salads, and more. Tell them the Gambling Gourmet sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, that's my spot. It's upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more? Go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6. The early bird special runs from 4:30 to 5:30, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mike Mayo here for Costas Greek Eatery and Pizzeria. If you want to take a trip to the Aegean without getting on a plane and no need for a passport, just go up to 1940 Northeast 49th Street in Pompano Beach, just west of Federal Highway, just a little bit north of Sample Road, and you will be transported to Greece along with a New York-style pizzeria. They do it both so well. They got Greek specialties like gyros and souvlaki and the grape leaves and the spinach pie, and also great New York thin, crisp New York-style Greek pizza with pepperoni. Don't miss that one. And of course, spinach and gorgonzola. Costa is a great guy. He'll smash a plate, say Opa, and greet and treat you like family. Go to Costas. It's open every day for lunch and dinner. Tell him the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you.
Hello, we're back on the Lunchbox here at Grandpa's Bagel Cafe and is that the official name? Grandpa's Cafe and Bagel.
Grandpa's Cafe.
Grandpa's Cafe. We'll make it so. Okay. We're back here with Mark Freed. Let's get the microphone in position. We're perfect. All right, we're good. He's a Nashville. He was all nervous. All these people. We had earlier this week. I don't know if you ever been to Gilbert's, the burger place up in Fort Lauderdale. Also,
Down in Deerfield.
okay. Well, they're up in Fort Lauderdale, and also family run place. And Lenore is just like you. She was very nervous before getting on the air, and you're not very nervous. You're a natural. You're all good.
I love visiting the table. My favorite thing. I sit with people, and
you're a hospitality person. Tell me about the matzo balls, because I'm a matzo ball freak, and these are, you can tell, they are not pre-made.
I just can't tell you the recipe.
Yeah.
Or we'd have to kill you.
They're soft. They are.
Are you going to dive in? You have to indulge here.
All right.
Now, what are you going to do? There you go. We do have
now, this is probably TMI for Mark, but last week I had my
because you're our official matzo ball critic.
Twice a decade, I have to go for my colonoscopy. And the first thing I was dying for after it was over and not eating any food for like 2 days, I came right here and I got a quarter of the matzo ball soup.
You notice his only other topic of discussion are medical procedures. Now that he's doing the show on a daily basis, that's it. I was like, well, my cholesterol's at 237. They told me it was a polling score.
I love the broth. I mean,
you wish this polling score.
I got chunks and shreds of chicken. You got beautiful whole cuts.
All right. So what do you think there, Mike Mayo, in between bites? I mean, we need a little critique on the matzo ball. But you're well aware of the quality of this matzo ball. You drove here straight from the hospital to get some.
I know. And again, when you get that soft, a matzo ball is basically a dumpling, and it's just a very warm, comforting thing. My grandmother used to make them.
It was like a bread bowl.
There's kreplach and there's kanedalach, right? That's
we're lucky we got this one.
Yeah, it's good. And again, you can tell everything here is made in-house. The broth, because a lot of places they just pour in the pre-made stock or no. This is you can tell it's boiled down.
Looks
you know how you know is that when you go home and put it in the fridge and you get that layer of schmaltz, the fat on top, that congeals on the top. That's how you know if it's the real stuff.
The canned stuff's not.
All right, that's good. All right, now you may have to take a break from that because you have to sample the eggs Benedict here. Also, your official eggs Benedict.
I didn't know I was going to have to go through the whole left side of the menu.
No, that's good. Yeah, we'll just keep circulating the dishes here. Mike Mayo's Lunchbox.
Well, this is something that I've actually never had at
break records here on the show.
I come here for breakfast.
Very popular
with my daughter often. We get a lot of times. We get sometimes a bagel platter. Sometimes we get an omelet.
It's very
do you
popular.
have a standard
But I have
criteria
never-
for eggs Benedict? I mean, is there a style to them or a place?
I like classic
particularly like to go, yeah.
with the Canadian bacon.
Right.
Sometimes I like it with the smoked salmon too. So,
All right.
which is always a good alternative. And for me, is obviously the hollandaise. You want it to be freshly
It
prepared.
doesn't look like much of a pint there. I mean,
No,
what is that's
the way I go. I
He's
sampled
preserving. He's preserving some space.
I sampled
yeah?
the hollandaise first to
Okay.
ensure that
he
it's.
tests the sauce first.
Yeah, I'm a sauce guy,
What a freak!
and before I
Unbelievable.
go into the whole, and I could shovel in a whole bunch of stuff. The
I mean,
hollandaise
you
is
should
very
just
good.
I thought they
grab
were
one
two
and eat
bites
one.
for
Yeah,
him.
yeah. I thought you were eyeballing that thing like you were just going to
He's
pick it
doing
up.
good though. He's got a clean shirt still.
Very unusual on this show for the people. Who
Yeah,
eat.
the over under on that is
I
I was
usually
hoping we
about
call it
30
a
minutes.
Hollandaise sauce for show. You know.
All right, what do you think, Mike Mayo?
It's delicious, and
yeah.
the thing is, when it first comes out and everything is fresh, it's the best. And it's basically these home fries to get that proper, the exterior, the crunch, and a little bit of onions blended in there.
Yeah.
These are the things, the little touches that make breakfast special.
I think we'd all agree the potatoes are a key to a place, though. They're a key indicator
you
into
gotta
whether
make them.
you're going to
You
like the
can't
place
buy
or
'em.
not. Yeah.
No,
So we
this is-
make them, and we also have hash browns. This has the onions in it.
Yeah.
Browns don't have onions.
I'm an
Choice,
onions
you're not
guy all the
onions
way. All the
You're an
way.
onions man.
Always
the potato
home-
game,
Yeah.
as you can see, Defo, very good game, whether it's the hash
Number
browns, the
one,
home
man.
fries, or the conditions.
They could move to Idaho with this place.
We love
they're right in
Grandpa's.
there with the potatoes.
We love
Unbelievable.
Grandpa's. We love Mark Freed. When is I call them the Marx Brothers. It's not Clayton and Duper. It's Freed and Goldberg, the new Marx Brothers.
Just
in
as
there.
good. Maybe
And
scoring more
He just
touchdowns.
left this morning.
Yeah.
Actually. He was
Oh,
here
okay.
for a week.
Yeah, no, and this time of year, back and forth, but soon it's going to be high season, and when it's high season, that's when
We're both here.
everybody is going to be flocking to
Hands-
Grandpa's
We're all in.
to
Hands
get
are all in.
their weekend
I may
fix.
even have to bring my wife in on a Sunday or
There you go.
Saturday.
Oh, to start helping, yeah.
She
You know
was here
what?
for
My
Father's
daughter,
Day.
she might be available to start working. She'll be a free agent.
Do me a favor, get that in writing for me. That free
She's
agent
working
is-
across the street, but as any good free agent, make her an offer, and she might
Where's
jump
she
ship.
working over there?
Yeah, she's scooping ice cream up front across the
I
street.
think
sometime.
Figure out how to
uh,
put her on the table. So
yeah,
real money.
As much as you like ice cream, though, in Jackson's, I think you would trade off if you had an endless stream of food from Grandpa's in exchange as part of the transaction for your daughter coming here. As not an unrestricted free
Oh
agent.
man, this stuff I could live
There'll
here.
be no roof ice cream. I tell
Breakfast,
you
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You wouldn't have, ice
Breakfast
cream
and
would
lunch,
have no
and
shot.
then I have the leftovers for dinner, and that's all I need. And I just got a great bite. I lost a little bit of muffin, but when you cut the eggs Benedict and the yolk comes running out,
Yeah,
and
that's always my
now
favorite.
I'm really in
Canadian
danger.
ham.
All right. So try not to damage the equipment. Okay, very good. Nothing on the shirt, and it's passed the Mike Mayo test again.
Yeah, so good.
Good stuff. All right. So what what was your favorite of all of this? I mean, it's hard to say.
And there's so much more.
Yeah.
I gotta say the condition is fantastic.
Finish number one. Well, that's pretty much what I've
We didn't even
And-
try that.
No, if I did that, I would keel over right now.
Pass it to him.
Yeah.
He's like you, Defo. He encourages me.
No, I just learned
That's
from
We
him.
put
that's
this in
all.
front of him. Now he will.
I'm gonna be dainty
He will
about
grab
this.
the whole thing and
Just take the bread off. The bread's good.
Shove
That's
it
all.
in
Here we
there.
go.
The
I'll
bread's
do,
baked on
I'm
the
gonna
house
do
too.
one bite. I don't even have the mustard, but this
Oh, look
is so
at this.
good.
See, he's the only
Look
guy that
this.
can do that. Like pick up
This
the
is a
entire
very
sandwich.
big
There's
sandwich.
no
This
way.
is a
Let me get a picture of
Dagwood
this.
sandwich.
Yeah. Here we go.
He
All
can't
right,
bite
Mike
that.
Mayo trying
No
to set a
way. Look
world
at his-
record, and
His
he has
hands are
done
gonna
it.
hurt from
He has
squeezing.
done it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this, and he's going back for more. There is really a. I mean,
His-
Chestnut
his-
has no chance against
His
this guy.
dentist will be real proud of him. He's got a hell of a bite.
Wow. Yeah. Squirt a little mustard.
We
on the
even
kid.
understand
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
said there.
Just squirt it right on his head. That'll be perfect. Here you go, Michael. Yeah, wash it down with that. And this is Leon's.
Here's your
Now,
water.
where does Leon's rank among deli mustards?
It's just mustard. It's a deli mustard.
Look
It's
at
more
this
of a
guy,
yellow
man.
mustard.
Watch out! Don't get it on the shirt. All right, very good.
We also have linky mustard, which is a little bit spicier.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more
And
yellow.
also,
How about
another big
that?
king.
Have you ever seen that corned beef straight with a mustard chaser?
No, I've never seen anything quite like that. That
I gotta hit
freak
him on
show
the top of the
that
head,
you
get it to
just
go
put
down.
on. Yeah,
And look, I got a little mustard dripping on the sour pickle. I'm gonna go.
you have disgraced yourself once again on the show. But if you are the head man with Let's Eat South Florida, 90,000 strong, nearly. I mean, it's unbelievable.
That's a good sour pickle.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things where
How's the corned beef?
excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, nice and
You
lean,
haven't
but
come up
with a
for
little
air
bit
long
of
enough to comment.
a little bit of striations of fat that gives
Yeah.
it flavor, but also lean enough where it's very moist and chewable.
What I like is you've had parts of 6 different meals here, and we haven't been on the air an hour yet.
It's so hard to fathom.
You're breaking new ground, Mike Mayo. It's fantastic.
It's hard to believe that I only lost 2 pounds this
Well,
month.
it's hard to believe that you're not going straight to another doctor's appointment.
Don't weigh yourself this afternoon.
No. But it is hard to believe that I actually did lose weight, and that's what all about the exercise. I get my morning walk in. I didn't get it today, but
Always work up a schwitz before you go
Yeah.
for the weigh-in.
I'm working
Always.
up a schwitz right
Yeah.
now. I think those 2 bites, I just broke into the meat sweats, and I love it. I mean, that is so good. That's good
Yeah.
product.
It's a nice sandwich.
I can't
Hey,
rave.
Mark, thanks, man. Unbelievable.
This is
My
good.
pleasure.
Let me
having
ask you.
guys.
So we're going back to the old country. First of all, Mets or Yankees?
That's when I was younger. Hard to
Uh-huh.
say, but I'm a Yankee fan since I moved up to Rockland County.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh, we're not going to
But
hold
I
that
still
against
root for the Mets. I don't root against
as
them.
long as
not
you
that
root
guy.
against the Dodgers. That's it.
Yes.
That's fine
And
because
Boston.
they abandoned Brooklyn. But if it is, you root for a Subway Series.
I'm
You
rooting
think?
for a Subway always.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, and I'll
And-
root for Judge to just keep hitting home runs.
Growing up, did you play stickball or stoop ball? Or
Stick ball and stoop ball.
Oh, okay.
Punch ball. What about punch ball?
Punch ball
Punch
too.
ball
Every
was my
morning
game,
before
yeah.
school was punch
That was
ball.
great. Punch ball.
Just get there a half hour early and work
You
a
had to
little
have a little
sweat.
routine, and then you threw the ball up and hit it with the fist. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was the greatest.
Spalding or pimple ball?
Right, that's the
Did
question.
you have the
Spalding
pimple ball?
or what was the other one? Pensy
The pimple
Pinky.
ball, the white
Pensy
ball.
Pinky was the red one.
Only Spalding. That
Spalding was
only
the,
that's the
pinkish one.
official ball of stoop ball and Brooklyn.
And stick ball.
All right, we got to get
All right.
going. I can't believe that whole hour flew
It's like
by.
he took us back to our
I'm
childhood.
ready
man.
to
It's
chow
fantastic.
down on the rest of the sandwich.
It's a
But
trip
come on
into
out to
time.
Grampa's, Dania Beach, right across the street from Jackson's, Southwest First Street.
Just
Come on.
mention the lunchbox. I'll
Mention
bring
the
you a couple of
Lunchbox.
samples out there
Mark,
as you're
treat
waiting
you
for
nice.
your
We'll
food.
get you a little rugga look. We forgot to talk about the
Yeah.
rugga look. They're the best.
New record for
Love
Best
it.
for the holiday
Yeah.
coming up.
Come on out. And for all those who are celebrating Rosh Hashanah, L'Shana Tova, we'll be back tomorrow on the Lunchbox. And this is Mike Mayo saying thank you and enjoy every monstrous overstuffed deli
That
sandwich.
is
Piece of shrimp.
outrageous.